This is a Toshiba combination unit. It's a SD V290. Came out of a dumpster. I don't know what's wrong with it. It does power up. I got a display. DVD cassette door doesn't want to open. Laser's moving, so that's a problem. Let's see if the tape works. That's loading the tape. The tape's moving, that's good. Fast forward. Rewind. Well, it looks like the problem must be with the drive here. That's why they threw it out. I see a date on here of January of '03. So this one's 21 years old. Maybe with a good cleaning. This may be a belt. I don't know. I'll have to pull the DVD drive out and check it. That'll be the next step. Well, it seems like it wants to move the carriage here, but it seems jammed up. Yeah, it's hitting here. Something's out of alignment here. And you can see this bar moves over. It should open. And it's hitting there. Question is, now wait a minute here. Yeah, this thing is. Let me move the sled here. I can look at this a little better. You can see how it lifts the laser assembly when this moves. When this moves, the door comes in, this pushes it up. Now, for some reason this seems to have slipped. Okay, when this moves to the right, this peg locks slide here. I think what's happening is this gear's out of alignment. Looks as if this has jumped off. Pull the loading motor out if I can. Remove the belt. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Alright. Maybe that belt is bad. Let me get another belt. I think I found another belt. That just might work. That looks a little better, I think. Okay, this is giving me fits here. Okay, the tray's in all the way. So the laser sled, the laser should be up. Well, after fussing with this thing longer than I really wanted to, I finally got it back together. I think the problem was this unit was jammed up, and I had a heck of a time getting it back together. This white bar here that moves across, this is what lifts the laser assembly here. This has to tilt down when the drawer opens, and then once the slide brings the drawer back, it lifts the laser up into position. And there's a gear in here. Let's see if I can bring this down. A little easier to see here. Along the slide here inside is a long bar with teeth in it. And there's a gear underneath here that's driven by the loading motor that moves the drawer in and out. There's a channel in here, and near the end it jogs in, and what it does is this white bar here has a little boss sticking up, and when that hits that little channel it moves over, and that lifts the laser assembly up. So I think I've got it working. We'll have to power it up and see if it works here. I'll try that next. Before I secure it, I'm going to check it and see. I'm going to put the disc clamp on here. Okay. Power it up. That's what it's supposed to do. You can see the laser sled is in the up position, and it will lower it. The drawer comes out, and when you actuate to put the drawer back in, it lifts the laser back in position. And that's that long white bar that moves back and forth. That's what operates the mechanism to lift the laser assembly. If you look careful here, you can see here's the actual laser right here. And you'll see when it goes in, you can see the red there. That's where it would, if there was a disc in there, it would actually try to read the disc. So let's see if it'll read a disc. Before I button it up and put all the screws in, I'm going to make sure it's going to work here. Okay, it sensed the disc. Now it's going to try to read the disc. And it did. It successfully read the disc. There's 23 tracks. So let's try to see if it'll play. So I'll hit play. And it looks like it's playing. And I can skip tracks here. This is the forward for the, looks like it's forward for the VCR and forward to skip tracks on the DVD. Skip it again here to track 4. Here you can see the laser assembly. These discs read from the inside out. It's not like an old record where you'd start at the outside. This one starts on the inner. It's one big spiral track, and it starts in the center of the disc and moves out. So you can see as I go to consecutive tracks here, the sled of the laser is moving towards the back, which is the outside of the disc. If you listen to the speed of the rotation is decreasing because of the increasing radius. You need the same velocity, the angular velocity of the disc, and it counts for that. And there's the end. Then it goes back to the beginning, and the disc speeds up, and it's back on track 1. So I am going to, of course I haven't hooked this up to see if it's actually playing audio, and I'll have to try to connect it to a monitor to a TV and see if we're getting video also. I'll try both the VCR and the disc once I get it back together. These drives are pretty easy to get out of here. There's actually 4 screws, one in each corner, and then there's flat flex cables in the back that connect. If you work on one of these, be very careful. Those flat flex cables are very easily damaged. Okay, before I put the hatch on this thing, I'm going to make sure it's going to work here. Well, it looks like it works. I just have it on a little computer speaker because someone's sleeping up on the 3rd level, and she's pretty light sleeper. Little Beethoven here. Well, the audio's working. It plays CDRs with no problem, so that's good. Okay, I have the player hooked up to a monitor, so I'm going to see if it'll play a DVD now. So I'm going to put a DVD in, and we'll see if it'll actually play. Well, it read the disc. Looks like it's starting to play. Well, it's playing the video disc.
The Disraeli Gears experience was my first experience in an American recording.
And that sounds like Eric Clapton.
And part of my first
The last one of the band, of the super band from the 60s. Next up, I'm going to try and play a VCR tape that I made many years ago, and we'll see if it's going to work. I see the rewind's working good. This is recording at the EP speed, so it's probably not going to be the best quality video, but for demonstration purposes it should be alright.
There's nothing wrong.
Oh no! There's something wrong!
We are controlling transmission. For the next hour, we
I think it's the tracking.
all that you see and hear.
I'm gonna have to
Experience the mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the outer.
something they came up with, because the problem with VCRs, of course, was clogged or dirty video heads on the drum here. And of course they came up with this device that had a little rubber piece that would touch the drum, and unfortunately these little foam pieces here that would rub against and supposedly clean the heads would deteriorate. This one is on its way out, so I just cut it off. Best way to clean the heads is, I use a chamois, like with a car. Put a little alcohol on it and rotate the drum. It doesn't hurt the heads. Well, the unit's back together. Seems to be working okay. So here's another one saved from the dumpster. So once again, don't throw it out, fix it. It's a lot of these things, there's not much wrong with them. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.